former Cougar and Raider, Spencer Hadley, joining us now as our second guest. He's on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. Spence, welcome back to BYU Sports Nation.
Hey, appreciate it. Got a quick question, though.
You bet.
Jerem, did I hear you say my Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, dog. I've been a fan for like 6 months, bro.
Hey, I think I'm losing service. I think I'm breaking up. I might not.
You're from Washington? Did you grow up liking the Seahawks?
No, I didn't.
Who did you like growing up?
And the thing is, none of my buddies did either.
Interesting.
So go figure.
And Connell, they don't love them some Seahawks?
Now my Facebook is flooded with Seahawks posts. So
from the last 3 seasons.
Right, exactly.
Please don't lose service. I'm a Bengals fan, Spencer. Hopefully that's okay.
Okay, no, I got plenty of service.
Mine makes more sense than you with
service
the Bengals.
Hey, don't worry. Which team is 4-0, Jerem? Which team is 4-0?
Which team's gone to the Super Bowl back-to-back years?
Just stop.
Congrats.
Ooh.
A first-round exit with the Ginger.
Hey, Spencer, it's great to have you on the phone. Don't worry about Jerem. What was the best thing BYU accomplished during Friday night's win against UConn, in your opinion?
Well, we got to win. So, that's the best thing, in my opinion. But from the game, I felt like defensively, and offensively, both sides of the ball, what we did is we did a great job controlling the line of scrimmage, which was, I think, our biggest weakness coming out of the Michigan game. And I felt like going into this game, we had a solid run game offensively, and we had a solid stop the run game defensively. We controlled the line of scrimmage very well.
It was interesting because I said before the season that I thought the offense would win, most, if not all, the games for BYU. In this game, the defense stepped up. As a former defensive player, at what point do you discuss with the defense, okay, the offense is struggling a little bit, maybe we need to make an extra play like Bronson Kafusi made?
Those conversations are had. I think in my playing days, those conversations seem to have been had after you could just feel the momentum leaving the offense. They just didn't have it. They had gone a couple drives, or they were either 3 and out, or they just weren't moving the ball very well. And so we as a defense would, hey, we got to pick it up. Offense is struggling. They're starting to putter out. We need to make a play. We need to bring the momentum back to our sideline. And just like you said, the defense was able to do that several different times. They made some big plays, especially there late in the game, and they were huge for us.
BYU has dominated the fourth quarter this season, Spencer, and I want to know the reason for that. We're talking 56-17 combined in the fourth quarter against the 5 opponents. Why is that happening?
That's an impressive stat. I didn't even know that until you just said it. That is impressive. But I did notice fourth quarter dominance, and I'll tell you my opinion on why it is what it is. I think it's a testament, first of all, to the type of guys that we have on this team this year, but just at BYU generally. It's a work hard, grind it out all the way to the end type of mentality here at BYU, and I think it's a staple amongst most Bronco Mendenhall teams. Going back to when he took over the team, you look at each one of the teams, and they're teams with grit. They're teams that fight, that finish games, they finish plays, they finish drives, and it's a culture that this isn't an accident. It's not just something that, oh, hey, wait, we all of a sudden play real well in the fourth quarter. No, this isn't an accident. This is something this is a culture that Bronco Mendenhall facilitates in practice. It's something that every drill, every rep, all practice long is through the whistle, through the line. You finish everything, and I think that it's translating to the game, where as the game wears on and guys tend to get tired or want to tap out, or all the things that come in the fourth quarter of a game, you see our guys fighting with a little bit extra, giving a little bit more, and it's showing. It's clearly showing that we've got what it takes in the fourth quarter, and it's part of what Bronco Mendenhall his philosophy, what he trains.
There were a lot of injured guys. BYU missed several starters in this game, but I thought there were some notable performances and from some guys that maybe don't play as much normally. Who stuck out to you among those guys?
So I don't even really know the kid's name, but you only got one carry, but it was offensive.
Riley Burt,
running back.
Riley Burt.
Can we see more of him, please?
You and Jamal Williams feel the same way. He tweeted that.
Yeah. No, I feel like that kid is a special little talent that we've got, and I'd love to see him. I asked around. I was on the sideline at the game and was told that the coaches weren't comfortable with his ball security, and so that was why we didn't see as much of him as maybe we'd like. But it was just a little glimpse, but that he got me excited. I want to see him tote the rock a little more.
Wait, hold on. Like Francis Bernard has like 70 yards rushing and a touchdown. Sai Tao too, and you highlight a dude with one carry for 5 yards.
It was that explosiveness.
It was huge. Now,
Was it? It was 5 yards.
Okay? I'm not done. But no, let's talk about. Hey, Seahawks fan, give it back. Be quiet.
Hey, there's room on the bus, man. On the Bustle Wilson.
Can I sit in the front?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sounds good. No, yeah, there's plenty of guys that played well. Like you said, Francis Bernard was one of them. He did some great things earlier in the season. We've seen him a couple times this season, a few other games, and I think we have a special talent with him as well. But, I think the running game's in good hands here in the next couple of years.
Spencer Hadley with us on BYU Sports Nation. Follow him on Twitter at 50had. We just asked ESPN Trevor Maddich this question, and I want you to answer it as well, Spencer. True or false, BYU will be ranked again at some point this season in the top 25?
Well, obviously it's based on our performance, and I think that we will. I believe that if we're able to win out, which I expect us to win the rest of our schedule. And I believe that shortly before or after the bowl game, you'll see BYU back in the top 25.
Let's break that down a little more. BYU's got some challenges. I think East Carolina, it could be a challenge. Cincinnati's offense is really good. Obviously, Missouri. What makes you feel like BYU's going to run the table the rest of the way?
I feel like so it's based on it's based on what BYU team that we're able to see. And I think if we see the team that we saw the other night, we see the team we saw against UCLA, the team that fought to the end against Boise, Nebraska, I think we see a team that is very capable of winning out the rest of these games. Now, it's like you said, I'm not saying that's going to be an easy thing. I'm not saying like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to win them all easy. But I believe that we have a team that is capable and good enough to win each and every one of these games. And I believe also that we have a coaching staff that is learning more and more about its team, is understanding the individuality of each guy and this team as it's different from any other, team that they've coached in the past. And I believe that they're learning how to prepare these guys, get them ready, and I think that throughout the remainder of the season, we'll have a team that just gets better each week. We also, I think we're going to get some key guys back. Hopefully Adam Hine isn't out too long, and we get him back. More guys toting the rock, the better. Keep them fresh, keep them hungry, keep them fighting for yards, and he's just a physical specimen as is. So the sooner we can get him back, the better. Also, Travis Tuloma should be back soon from what I'm hearing, the whisperings that I've been given. So we get him back, and that's huge. I mean, that's an astronomical addition to our ability to stop the run, which is what Bronco Mendenhall's defense is all about. Stop the run game, and we'll be able to win. I think that I think we get better each week, and yes, we have some very worthy, capable opponents in the future, but I believe that we get better each week, and I would think we're going to run the table. I think we're going to win out, and we'll be back in the top 25 before it's over.
BYU 2-0 at home with a 35-24 win over Boise State. Team that looks very good right now, and a 30-13 win over UConn. They get East Carolina on Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Mountain. Countdown to kickoff at 4:30 Mountain, 6:30 Eastern. Spencer, great to talk to you as always, man.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me, fellas.
Go Hawks!
Oh, my goodness. We can't end it that way.
I'm out.
Thanks, Spencer.